Here we go. Pick me up. Here we go. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 26.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try the left side. Rainey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want nothing. 91 is the mic. Right here. Hey, Haywood. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike,
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's checking. He's going to 54.
third down. It's Prescott. Open man is Gordon, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Prescott on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down now, Rainey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here's Prescott. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards there on third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. Rainey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got Gordon open, completes it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Say. Kill.
Now it's Smith. And an alley to run. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Prescott. It's caught here by Adams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's caught. It's Malone. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Rainey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. 50. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Alert, alert, alert.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Allen's throw is complete. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Alert, alert, alert! 57's to Mike. I know he ain't got it. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Allen. Got a man open. That's Harry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Slam, slam, slam.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. This short throw caught by Goddard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
We play to win.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Allen going to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Just watch it.
Here's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 35 on second down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Go, get out there. 52's the mark, boy, 52.
Third and long for Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen gets this one to Joshua Perkins. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 10-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Boston Scott, his first carry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's third down and 5.
90. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Allen from the gun on third down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
They'll try the left side. Rainey. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Dallas.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action now, Prescott. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsay. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he fends him off. And this is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Prescott now. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's take it inside his own 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for it now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
46.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and the pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott from his end zone on third. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
I got you. Double tight. Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check. Mike 91. Crunch time, defense.
On first down, it's Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was their defense that really made the statement after